Hi Pisces, how are you? Welcome back to the Spiritual Parlour. I hope you had a wonderful month of May. And first thing I want to say to you guys is thank you so much for all of your likes and shares and comments on May's video, because along with Scorpio, it was the most watched video that I uploaded in my first month on YouTube. So thank you so much. I'm really happy to know that I resonated with so many of you. In astrology, my moon sign is Pisces as well, so that's good. I've tapped into you. So we're going to do a general reading for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, and rising signs of Pisces. And take what resonates with you, leave the rest if it doesn't. And yeah, let's see what's going on for June. Let's see what energy is surrounding you, my Pisces people. Let's see. Okay, so Spirit, this is a general reading for the Sun sign, Moon sign, and rising sign of Pisces. If there is a message for Pisces out there, please let it be known. If there is a message for Pisces out there, please let it be known. First card fallen, Seven of Swords. Ooh, okay, Seven of Swords. Card of deceit, lies, backstabbing, and gossip. Okay. So here we go. Knight of Cups. Okay, representing, feelings of the heart, matters of the heart, potential relationships as a person. Could be a water sign, so that could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Right, first card will represent, if that was too many. First card will represent the theme, death, transformation, moving forward, also a potential Scorpio. Okay, first card will represent the theme, second card will represent the heart of the matter, third card will represent the recent past, fourth card will represent the present. Ooh. Okay, they're getting ready to give us a message. All this fallout. Alright, let's go again. So, fourth card will represent the present, fifth card will represent the advice, sixth card will represent potential outcome of the situation. This is Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Right, okay, let's see what's going on. So, bottom energy, Nine of Wands. Okay, so investment from the past, working really, really hard, putting in all the effort, getting to a point where you think, I don't know if I can keep going, but the energy of the Nine of Wands is to keep going. Right, let's see what comes up. Right, I think we'll pull here. If we'll pull to the middle, so we're going to go with the middle pile. Let's see, we'll read these messages in context of everything else. Right, let's see what's going on for June. Okay, positive. Starts with positive. Okay, Queen of Cups in reverse. So you've shown up. Okay, alright. Well, Pisces, you're here. Yeah, you've shown up in your own reading. Queen of Cups. Okay, that is your energy, water sign. Also represents, like I said, water generally. So Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces is in reverse as well. It's in your past position. Right, let's see what's going on. Okay, Pisces. Looking at this spread, the fallout, well, not the fallout, what I've pulled, it seems to me like for the month of June, it's going to be a month of internal work and internal moving forward. And I feel as though you're going to have to do this step by step. I feel this way because the theme, you've got the Six of Swords. Okay, now Swords is a suit, is a challenging suit. You've heard me say this before, if you've been here before. There's no two ways about it. It's about life's challenges. Six as a number is the first first push, the first step or the first push past the challenge of the five, because five is generally in tarot across most of the suits a challenging number. So the Six of Swords is about moving forward. As you can see, you've got a guy here in his boat with another person. They're in rough waters, they're in the ship, okay? But they're clearly moving forward, okay? So they're moving forward to something better. So the theme is moving forward, okay? And the heart of the matter is at a slow and steady pace, okay? Because you've got the Knight of Pentacles. Pentacles represent, keeping it all general, as I said, represents what we own, our money, our finances, and it also represents health. But looking at the spread, and I should also say as well, the energy with the Knight of Pentacles is about always reaching the end. Okay, all the Knights are sort of like movement, movement in some part of life or some area of life. But the general energy is moving forward at a slow and steady pace, very planned, very well thought out. You know, nothing is rushed. The general energy is like, you know, at a slow pace. So it feels like for the month of June, the Sun, Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising, you know, you're going to need to, or you're going to be focusing on moving forward, okay, and moving forward at a slow and steady pace. And you've got the Knight of Pentacles actually facing the same direction as, you know, this guy who's moving himself forward in his boat away from the rough waters to something a little bit more calmer. So I feel like June, that is definitely, you know, what you need to be focusing on. And I feel like it's you personally, because in the recent past position here, you've come up, or your energy, I should say, come up, or, you know, to keep this general, a person who is potentially a water sign, and the person is normally quite a nurturing person. The Queen of Cups, if I put it the right way up, Queen of Cups, her energy is, you know, she is the mother figure, she is the nurturer, she cares a lot, she wears a heart on her sleeve, she's not cutthroat like the Queen of Swords, you know, she just is a really calm, placid person who really does care, you know, she really, really, really does care, and it represents the water signs, so Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces. She also is quite intuitive, and with the Queen of Cups, I always read her as following your intuition as well, because she is, you know, she is the card of intuition. Some readers say it's the card of the psychics, her and the High Priestess. So she's in reverse anyway for you guys. She's in reverse in your past position. Okay, so it feels very much to me like for some of you there might have been a situation. I mean, I don't know if this is a message for the same Pisces that Sun, Moon and Risings that I read for last month, but this month there certainly feels like there's been a situation in the recent past. Could have potentially involved backstabbing, gossip, dishonesty, you know, that kind of energy. Seven of Swords, you know what the swords represent. I explained to you, sorry, getting a waft of incense here. I explained to you know that swords is generally like challenging. The number 7 itself, generally speaking, in all of the suits apart from the suit of swords, is a positive forward movement card. But in the 7 of swords, it is the card of the sea. So I get the feeling that around some of you, that energy might have been surrounding. Now, this could be you. This could have been you, Pisces. You could have been, you know, a bit dishonest with someone. I'm not sure, I don't know everybody's situation. Or it could have been that someone's been a bit dishonest with you. And it potentially could have been within a relationship. Okay, because the Knight of Cups fell out just after the first card of the 7 of Swords fell out. Now, Cups represents our emotions, relationships, how we feel. So I feel intuitively that this is not this. It might be a job for some of you. It might be a job, or it might be a friendship, or it might be something of a different nature. You take what resonates with you. But with the appearance of the Knight of Cups and the general feeling that I'm getting inside of me, it feels more intuitively to me, and it's presenting with the cards because there's not a heavy domination of wands or pentacles, which would push me in a direction to feel that maybe it could potentially be work, or it doesn't present like it's a work position, but it could well be. I'm keeping this general. I don't overview the situation. But, if this is a relationship where there has been a bit of dishonesty, then I think, and in the past, you have been maybe a bit withdrawn, or you've been a bit upset, or you've been a bit happy. It's time for some kind of transformation and forward movement. And I feel that way because in the present, you've got the Death card, which fell out after the Knight of Cups. But in your present position here, you've also got the Queen of Wands. Now, these two energies together, for me, are definitely about that forward movement, because the Queen, I should say, of Wands, her energy as a person is dynamic, forward thinking. She knows what she wants, she goes after it. She also represents the fire signs as well, so she represents Sagittarius, Aries or Leo. But as a person, I'm really focusing on her energy to keep it general, because like I said, I don't know everybody's situation, but her energy is about going after what you want, basically, and moving forward. And that's come up in your present. In the energy of Death, I've said this before, so many people freak out when they see the Death card, but I love Death's energy. Not literally, as in I love death, but I love the energy of Death in tarot, because it is, it's about transformation. It's about removing the blockages. It's about moving, towards something better, which is what you've got as your theme for June. And if you look at the Death card as well, you'll notice that there is, although this scene looks a bit grim, you've got death on the night, and you've got people dying, and you've got, people around looking quite upset. You have got the sun in the background, and that's the energy of Death. It's about tearing down the old to make way for something new, and the sun would indicate, something new. And that's why, I personally say that the energy of Death is about transformation. And when we transform as people, you need to let go of what no longer serves you. That you cannot transform, you cannot move forward if you are still holding on to the baggage of the past. And everybody does it. It's easier said than done. I mean, me as a person as well, I've been there as well. I've been through major transformation, and I realised, and I knew deep down, that really I had to let go of something in order for something, new to pop up. So it feels like for June, for you, because you've got the Queen of Cups, and as well being in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse generally could indicate that maybe you've not been following your heart, maybe you've not been using your intuition, maybe you've not really been going within and going for what you want. It could be that you've been, doing what somebody else wants, or doing what other people want, but not really doing what you want to do. And I think it's time in the present to just take the Queen of Wands, take her energy in June, and just propel yourself forward. And the advice here, which is quite good advice, you've got the Five of Swords. So, I explained what the suit of swords represents, but the 5, again, being a challenging number, in the suit of swords, it represents no one wins, no one loses. It is the card of victory or loss, depending on what else is surrounding it. And looking at what I see here, and looking at what I feel intuitively that this advice here, with the Five of Swords, of the victory card, but no one wins, no one loses, is really more about just letting go. I don't get the feeling, I'm not being pushed to say that, if you let go, then, or if no one wins, no one loses, if you let go, that, you're gonna, the sun's gonna come out, all this kind of stuff. I feel like what I'm being pushed to say is, if you let go, the transformation will happen. And I feel like I'm being pushed to say that because the energy of death is here. Death is here. So I feel like I need to give that message. Like in order for this to come to fruition, for you to transform, for you to get what, you know, serves you better, you really need to let go and maybe just leave the situation and leave it as it is. Just take it as a learning curve and just move forward. The potential outcome though is great because you've got the Knight of Wands. Okay, Knights are all action cards. Some move faster than others. Knight of Wands is a very, very quick moving knight. And he is full of passion. He's full of passion, and again, just like the Queen of Wands, goes after exactly what he wants. So I feel like the advice is, you know, let it go. Take the forward movement, take the action of the, you know, the Queen and the Knight of Wands, which is creative, dynamic, forward thinking, knowing what they want, and move forward. Move forward from this situation. If there has been some dishonesty, I mean, whenever this card comes up, I do feel pulled to it because it is quite the energy is not nice. You know, it's not the nicest of energy, and no one likes to be lied to, or nobody likes to lie. So I don't know, you take what resonates with you. I don't know, you know, what this dishonesty might represent, and I don't know whether it's you, Pisces, who've been dishonest, or someone has been dishonest to you. You can see the guy there making off with 7 swords, looking over his shoulder because he's trying to do something, you know, behind someone's back. He's trying to do something quite deceitful. But what I'm going to do, I just want to pull another card for this outcome here. I want a bit more clarification on the outcome. Let's see. Okay, so Spirit, why? Whoops. There we go. Didn't even have to do much shuffling. Why? And then it stopped. You've got the Ace of Wands. Okay, Ace of Wands. So I could have put that card back in the deck and done more shuffling and what have you, but I'm always a great believer that depending on how the card flips, if the card flips, you know, blatantly it flips in the deck, then it's one that I need to pull out and read if it flips. So the Ace. Aces are wonderful. Aces are new beginnings, and aces are gifts from the universe, and aces are divine intervention. That's how I describe them. The Ace of Wands, Wands as a suit, does, to keep it general, does, you know, relate to creativity, passion, work, that kind of area of life. But it's an ace nonetheless, and it is a new beginning for you. So you take what resonates with you. If this was something that you are quite passionate about, that, you know, that has maybe been, you know, not come to fruition because there's been a bit dishonest, or it's not been what you expected it to be, and there needs to be some sort of transformation. Could be a relationship with the Knight of Cups. You take what resonates with you. You know, there is an opportunity here for a new beginning. There really, really is. And if this is a message for the same Pisces that I read for last month when I did the May Pisces reading, and then I did I think it was a new moon Pisces reading. God, this is making sense. I'm not even going to say surprisingly, but when I did the May reading, and then a week later or 2 weeks later, I did your full moon reading. I think it was a full moon or a new moon reading that I did for you. The same message came out using a different deck. So it's very clear, and if this is the same message for, or relates to the same Pisces that I read to before, where there was a situation in the past that you were quite upset about, because there was a heartache, there was the 3 of Swords that you had in your past position last month. If this is this same situation, then just be rest assured, yeah, if you can let things go and just think, well, you know, brush it off, no one wins, no one loses, that there is a new opportunity and there's a new beginning for you. In terms of time, you know, it could be throughout June or it could be in the near future, but it's definitely there. The presence of an ace is really, really good. It's really, really good. And transformation, okay? So let's pull an angel card, because I think, let's see if I've got anything else for you, if I feel anything else for Pisces. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this movement Okay, so the theme and the heart of the matter. Okay, keep in mind, Pisces, that the forward movement might be slow and steady. It might be like taking it one step at a time, you know, each day as it comes kind of thing. But if you within yourself have that go-getting, I can do this forward movement, you know, sort of attitude, then that could be what really propels you forward into this transformation and away from this, you know, deceit or dishonesty or whatever this represents for you. So there we go. There we go, Pisces. There we go. I mean, I feel inside looking at this spread and, you know, how I intuitively feel. I kind of feel like a sense of relief. I kind of feel like maybe some of you have had maybe a realization with this deceit. You know, I feel like a sense of relief, like it's almost like that's what you needed, like the kind of nail in the coffin to come to some sort of realization so that the transformation can take place and the slow dying of the old can happen and you can move forward into the new. I don't feel bad, I don't feel upset, I don't feel, you know, last month when I read for you, I felt like quite the pain from what I was seeing. This month I feel more relieved, I feel more hopeful, you know. So let's see. Okay, this is Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. If there's a message for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising, please let it be known. Is there a message for Pisces, Sun, Moon, whoops, and Rising? This is Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. There's a message, please let it be known. Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. Okay. Okay, alright, there we go. Oh, look at that, Pisces. Oh, you've got two. Okay, two. We'll take two. But look at that, what fell out, the top one. Emotional healing. That's such a nice card. It's safe for you to let go of emotional pain. By doing so, you allow your heart to mend. I think that is really, 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 really fitting for you. Based on the 2 months that I've read for Pisces Sun sign, it feels like for some of you, this is exactly what you need. And there's your reassurance of your emotional healing and your new beginning with the ace in the outcome position and the transformation with the death card. The second card is balance, work, rest and play. So this might be a message for some other Pisces out there. I always read the fallouts. So it's important for you to have fun alongside with fulfilling your responsibilities. So some Pisces might need to balance work with, you know, rest and play. But certainly, you know, this emotional healing is just what we need. Just what we need, Pisces. Just what we need. I think that's a great message for you, for anybody who resonates with this message or resonates with last message. So have a great month, Pisces. Have a good month of June. I hope this situation eases. As I said to you last month, if this message is for you or if it's the same people. Please do like, share and subscribe if you found something interesting. Thank you for all your views as well, Pisces, and thank you for your comments and thank you for your views and just your interaction. It was really great for my first month of doing this on YouTube. Just to let you know as well, I should say that I've officially opened my Etsy shop. So if you do want personal readings, birth charts, 12-month astrology, personal ebooks that I can do for you based on your time of birth, your location, so it'll be very personal to you. It won't be a general one like this or a general one that you see in the newspaper. Do just check out the Etsy link below. Etsy link below. Etsy link below. Also, from the 15th of June, I'm going to be uploading all my spiritual candles, so prosperity candles, wealth candles, love candles, aromatherapy candles, all kind of candles you can think of. So if you're a candle lover like me, then do check that out. So have a wonderful month, and I will see you in July. Bye, Pisces. Take care.